Hey, chickadees. Welcome to another episode of Mojo Mysticism. Today, we're going to continue our theme about good partnerships. And this time, we're going to talk about how they support us when we have to take a leap of faith. So come on in and join us. All right, chickadees, welcome in. Today is day 5 of our current Seven-Energy Crescent Reading using the Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reed and one of my future BFFs, one of the members of the BFF posse in my life. And so we're going to start back at the beginning and do a little recap, and then we're going to talk about day 5. So let's go back and rewind the clock to day 1. So day 1, we talked about energy that was generated in the past. So it originated in the past, but it's still dissolving in the present moment. And the card that we had for that was a burst of magic. And this was card number 48. So this card was really looking at how we see magic and how magic manifests itself all around us. And we can just see it if we shift our perception a little bit. And I think yesterday we talked about a fun game you can play with vehicles. And so, I love Subaru Outbacks. This was the example I gave yesterday. So the fact that I love these and haven't owned one is like a topic for another time. It's kind of weird. But if I think about Subaru Outbacks, I literally freaking see them everywhere. So the challenge was think of a car that you really, really like and see what happens. So, let me know if you took that challenge yesterday and what you saw today on the road. So, or if you took it in any other area and what happened. So hopefully you were able to shift your perception so that your brain was geared and wired to look for the magic in your life. That's the whole point of that exercise. And then card 2, I've got something in my eye, sorry. Card 2 was about it was imperfect harmony. And we've seen a lot of this theme coming up over the last couple of weeks. Not just about harmonizing and being in co-creative synchronicity with our dear friends and our spouses or romantic partners, but to do that and to accomplish that, we have to really take a look at ourselves. So if something feels a little off in your relationships, look in the mirror, see what's going on with you, right? And start there. Become the partner that you want to have, and then those partnerships can find you and will be attracted to you. So that's what we looked at on card 2, which was day 2. And then we came to day 3. And day 3, day 3 was about taking a deep breath. Now, the card on day 3, I guess I should back up and tell you day 2 is about the energy in the present moment. And day 3 is about what is hidden for us. So we were looking at energy that was hidden from view. And our card, a deep breath, is talking about fear. Is fear in our life? So we were on the shadow side of that card. So it was about calming our nervous system, recognizing that we may have fear below the surface. And if we do, we calm our nervous system and we get still. And unless that fear is actually, threatening you physically or emotionally, mentally, if it's not threatening you in that way and it's a subconscious fear or a subconscious saboteur or gremlin that's coming up, that's when we turn and we face it and we run through it, because the buffalo taught us that it's faster to go through the depth of that storm than it is to try to outrun it and then let it overtake you, and that will take much longer. That's what cattle do. So we talked about that with card 3. And then yesterday we came to card 4, and card 4 is about the obstacle that is in front of us right now. And that card, it was the beyond the ordinary. And we looked at getting comfortable with uncertainty, because again, we were looking on the shadow side of the card. So what we were talking about was, can I be okay with not being able to fill in the blanks? Because if I've got something going on in my life where I'm in a transition of one sort or another, whatever that means to you, if I try to fill in the blanks, I just am spinning my wheels. And Spirit, for me, will oftentimes say, no, honey, we want to teach you again and show you again how much we love you and how we will carry you through step by step by step. And if you didn't get to go out and see it, I'll try to put the link to that Last Crusade YouTube video where Indiana Jones steps out over the abyss and the bridge catches him. And that's what Spirit wants us to do. It wants us to sometimes, when we're not in serious danger, to take that step of faith, right? Listen, come inside, get super still, know what we're being told, take a deep breath, and then step out. And it is one of my favorite ways, I'm gonna say, question mark, that Spirit will delight me. It is also sometimes harrowing. That's the word that's popping up. And sometimes very, very uncomfortable. But I have yet to be disappointed by Spirit when I have truly tuned in. And so I'm asking you, like, if you've had this happen, I would love to hear your examples. Just put it in the comments and tell me what your experience has been when you've been asked to take a step of faith and you didn't know what the steps were. You couldn't see the bridge. You had no clue. Maybe you knew where you were going. Like for me, in May, when my step of faith came, it was like, hey, you've got 18 to 24 months and your life's going to be very, very different than it is now. Are you willing to follow? And my answer was, yes, maybe. Took me a little while to acclimate to it, to be honest. And boy, am I glad I did. Is that here today? No. I have more blanks in my little description of what it is I think I'm doing. I have more things, more variables I have to solve for than I have solutions, even today. And I'm good with that. So I'm learning to be comfortable with that unknowing. And that has been a really, really great thing to learn. Okay, I'm not going to kid myself. I have not learned it yet. I am learning it. And it is wonderful. It's wonderful. It takes pressure off at the end of the day. So, which I know sounds crazy, doesn't it? But it does. So there's a theory in dog training. I don't know how many of you have dogs out there, but there is a theory in dog training. And if you listen to like Cesar Millan or any of those, really famous dog trainers, oftentimes what you're going to hear is that dog that you're training, that dog wants to be led. That dog doesn't know where it's going. It just knows that it trusts you as its handler and trainer and owner. And it will do what you ask it to do because of the trust. It doesn't know where it's going. It doesn't even really know if it's getting its next meal. But because you've built trust, it's willing to follow you and it's willing to follow your commands. And that is what we're talking about. Not that we're necessarily commanded by Spirit. We're really mostly nudged by Spirit. I get commanded every now and then when I get a little attitude with my spirit guides, which I do from time to time. I had one yesterday, actually. So, but that's the whole idea, right? We can be incredibly comfortable being led. It takes the pressure off. So let's get to today's card, all right? So today's card, let's look at the energy first. So in the Seven-Energy Crescent Reading, day 5 is the helpers. So yesterday was the obstacle, and today is the helpers. So who's going to help us as we're stepping out onto this abyss, as we're taking that leap of faith, as we're, letting if we're take the dog example, we're letting the handler lead the way. What do we need? Who's our helpers on that path? And what Spirit has told us in this card reading it's given us card number 22 here. And 22 is the tender embrace. So let's talk a little bit about numerology first. Because 22 in in numerology is it's a master builder and a manifestation number. So this is one of the master numbers, 11, 22, and 33. So 22 is the master builder. So what this means is that we are practical visionaries, right? And because we've become a good partner earlier in this reading and over the last couple of weeks, we have manifested people in our life that are also good partners and that will actually help carry us during these times and reassure us that that step of faith, when we take that, the bridge appears. Okay? So we also know that we are powerful, powerful, powerful creators. So the tender embrace, this is about gentle, compassionate connection. This is that being a good partner, the imperfect harmony where we've attracted great partners, we're in synchronistic co-creation with them, and we're supporting each other and cheering each other on. It's powerful. It's powerful. So, let's talk for just a minute about compassion, because compassion does not equal warm, fuzzy, loving, hugging, embracing, and, your friends and family. That's not always how compassion is exhibited, because there is wrathful compassion. There is knowing that you are certain in what the message is that you're being told for that other person, and it is in their highest and best good for them to hear something that is difficult for them to hear, and you're the one delivering that message. That's wrathful compassion. It is never just angry for the sake of being angry. It is never putting someone down. It's never being nasty. That's not what it is. It's a pointing out instruction. And when we talk about pointing out instructions, it's just saying, hey, look, you're looking over here, but my love, you need to be looking over here. That's the message I'm getting for you. So you may want to see if that rings true for you, and you need to look this direction. So that's what it is. It's pointing out the way and helping each other and supporting each other along our paths. And so no matter how it gets expressed, again, we're not expressing it out of negative emotions or a state of negative emotions. So we're not expressing it out of anger, fear, frustration, irritation, none of that. We are expressing wrathful compassion from a place of nurturing love. And think about how, I know a lot of us have had challenges with our earthly parents. So let's look at maybe puppies. Right? If you've watched a pack of dogs with their parent, their mother, that mother will oftentimes snarl and growl at that puppy when it gets out of line. Does that mother dog have anger or any negative emotion? She does not. What she is doing is nurturing and loving that puppy and teaching that puppy what good behavior looks like and bad behavior looks like. And that's all it is. So we've talked a lot about dogs tonight. But it's a great example. If you watch that, it seems like it might be coming from a negative emotion, but it's really not. It's really that mother dog really trying to guide that precious puppy of hers to a life that it lives with the pack and lives by the pack rules. So let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at what we have in our lives to be grateful for, especially when we're taking that leap of faith, where that tender embrace is coming from, who those people are in our life, and really nurture those connections. That's what we're being asked to do. And that just keeps popping up over and over and over again in the cards right now. Literally for like the last 3 weeks, it's been a running theme. And it's been a running theme not just on this channel, but in cards that I'm pulling for other people, like over and over and over again. It keeps coming up. And that means there's something there for all of us to learn. And especially, if you're in the States, we just celebrated Thanksgiving. We're all heading into the Christmas holiday and New Year's. And this is often a time when we're really reflecting about the year that we're winding down and looking at what we do for the next year. And it's a really good time to just think about, what do my relationships look like? Am I bolstered and kind of propped up and supported by my good partnerships? Do I have good partnerships in my life? Those kinds of questions are really important right now, because as we take that leap of faith, those friends will be there for us, the ones that we are in co-creative synchronicity. So I love the arc of where this is going this week. This reading has just been super powerful for me. And if it has for you, please like this video and put a comment in and just say yes. And that'll let us know that this is hitting home with you as well. So we will be back tomorrow with day 6. So just as a preview, day 6, the energy today was the helpers, and day 6 really moves into what is action, what is actionable. So what do we do next? And what action can we take that is most likely to lead us towards our intended outcome, which will be day 7. So we'll talk about that on Sunday. So with that, chickadees, I'm just going to wish you a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Lots of love. Mwah.